and then you can iterate on your application. So it's really, I mean, it's been made in the spirit to do mostly like medium to complex apps, right? It's not for like a to-do list or a snake game. It's more for like a SaaS platform or like an AI app, like complex, not necessarily like super complex, but like things where you need to have an authentication, where you need to accept payment, where you need to query the AI, where you need to have SaaS with different organizations, different roles, like complex software. So that's why we build it. And essentially, myself, I learned how to code when I was 12, and I did a lot of different websites, different mobile apps, applications, and startups. And 19 failed, and one succeeded and got acquired by Carta 2 years ago. And, thank you. And essentially, so now I'm 30, so it took me a good 18 years to reach some traction for a product, right? And it's just because it takes so much time to build something. You may spend a couple months like building your product, and you release it, and no one cares, and then you go back to step one, you build something else. And for me, it was crazy that in 2024, we have still not solved this problem, because when you think about it, like developing a web application should not be that hard, right? At the end of the day, you want to display a page, you want to accept some user input, you want to display a table, some cards. Like it's not that complex. It should not be that complex. So that's what we are trying to do with Marbleism. Let me show you how it works. So we have only 15 minutes right now. It takes a good 10-15 minutes to generate an app on Marbleism. So I can just show you essentially the process, and then show you a couple apps I generated before the call. But you just go on marbleism.com, then you input your description, and then you select some modules, for example, authentication, or socket, or cron jobs, etc. And essentially, our approach is not that we generate everything from scratch, because, for example, you don't want an AI to generate your authentication or your permission system or your Stripe connection, because these modules are pretty critical, and you want them to be secure and safe and architectured in the right way. So essentially, we build a ton of different, let's call them plugin or module, that the AI is going to assemble to output the final application that you want. So for example, I did two apps I can show. So the first one is just an app to crawl the YC website and then generate a PDF of all the different startups that launched. So that was already generated, and then when you generate an app, you can go to your workspace, which is like an online development platform, I guess, where you can preview your app, and you can ask the AI to make changes to your app. You have as well a code editor, you have your database inside. So it's really for full stack app. You have everything inside, basically. And then if we test quickly, so that was the generation. It was the first shot. Like I didn't make any updates to this one. And so basically, you can start to crawl the YC launch page. So then it's gonna start crawling.
I personally really like the task feature. So if you want to put any new feature, I can talk with the left sidebar, open the left sidebar, and put more feature or fix bug, right?
Yeah, exactly. So here, for example, what can we